Hey everybody, welcome to Plant-Based TourGuide podcast with your host, Mike Knight. It doesn't matter if you're just gathering information about getting plant-based or you've been plant-based for years or somewhere in between. This show is for you. So get ready for Mike's high-energy show fueled by his passion for bringing information, education, and motivation about all things in the plant-based life. So let's get today's show started.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Plant-Based TourGuide. I'm your host, Mike Knight. Thanks so much for coming in for another episode. So today's episode, what I want to talk about, is breaking the internal beliefs. All right, so I know for a lot of people listening to this episode, it's gathering information, and this is, I'll tell you from the outset, this is really geared towards people that are, probably more likely starting out or trying to, if you will, get over the hump, make the total change to plant-based, and kind of what it takes to do that. Or this is something I'd love for maybe some of you, you're there, but you know others that are in this boat. So this is an episode that really might suit them. So keep that in mind. And maybe it's, one that you definitely forward on to some people, that are struggling with this. And again, it's breaking these internal beliefs. All right, we've got these internal beliefs in life, and they go across everything. Of course, we're going to focus here on, plant-based and going plant-based, but, it could be about anything. It's that little voice that unfortunately gets stuck in our head sometimes that's like, I can't do it. I can't do something. Or you get that same little voice going, it's going to be hard. It is going to be hard to do something. It's going to be hard to do, a physical feat. It's going to be hard to do, take a course that I really want to take to, just for my knowledge in life or to advance me in life, etc. All right. And then there's also those other internal beliefs that we have. Such as, I'm so busy. I've just got so much going on. I cannot add one more thing. Okay? And so how do we combat those? What do we do? What do we do when that voice pipes up? Because that voice can get really loud sometimes, right? So what do we do when that voice starts screaming at us and it's trying to prevent us? All right? Well, you got to dig there. And that's when you're going to, remind yourself of your why. Okay? So you got to find all of us our whys in life. And they can be different, varying things. This is what you look in yourself. All right? And find that. All right? It could be, for you, like a loved one. Your why that you want to do so. Your why that you want to go plant-based. Your why that you want to make these changes is to be there. Because we know about the health aspects, and we're going to keep on talking about that through episodes coming up, okay? And we'll dive deep into that and show you proof and show you ways how. But, that is one of those things, too, for a lot of people. A lot of times it is, it's unique that way, that our personal why is actually tied to somebody else or something else, okay? So keep that. That may be what you focus on, that loved one. Right? Maybe it's your kids, all right? Maybe it's, you wanting to be there for your kids. And look, that's a driving point for me. A lot of why I do a lot of things in my life is for my sons, okay? That's a driving point, all right? So you look at that. Maybe it's just your entire family, extended family as well. Because a lot of people have, big families, very close, all the way through, your aunts, uncles, grandparents, all right? Maybe your nieces, nephews, cousins, all right? So again, you want to do it for them and your friends. Listen, if a lot of you are like me, I've been very fortunate in my life. I have, a lot of close friends. They mean a lot to me, and I enjoy our engagement, and I want to be there for them just like I know they're there for me, all right? And then, all right, sometimes, and this is totally fine, and where it all starts, that is for your health. Remind yourself of that, okay? When you're sitting there looking and you're like, why am I doing something? Your health. All right? It starts with you, all right? Taking care of you, all right? Remember, you've probably heard before the old adage of, why they tell you you're on a plane. You're on a plane, they're going through the pre-safety checks and all like that. And they always say, like, look, if there's a loss of cabin pressure, the mask will drop out above, of the overhead compartment above. And what do they always tell you to do? They tell you to put it on you first. Not someone beside you, not even your child. Put it on you first. Is it because they want all of us to be self-centered, and just caring about ourselves and no one else? No. They realize in life, all right, if you take care of you, then you are much better equipped and a much better position to take care of others. All right? So keep that in mind. Take care of you. Let's do it for your health. Because now when you get healthy, you're there for people. Now you start going through, like I said, your other whys that you may have. Again, like we listed off just a few examples for you to get going in your head. Okay, maybe kids, family, friends, extended family. All right, your loved one. Okay, partner, spouse. Those whys, but you've got to be full to be there for them. You've got to be your max capacity, if you will, your max person. All right, and that's what plant-based will do for you. All right, because we're going to start talking about these upcoming episodes. You'll hear it's not just about the health aspect that's going to change for you, and a lot of times that's different things for different people. Some people are looking at it maybe to help them, weight loss type measures or just weight control. Some people are looking at it literally, because of cardiovascular, getting in shape, and also the heart, of course. But also, you're going to find out about the mind, how it, the incredible results you're showing, for Alzheimer's, right, stuff like that. Of course, diabetes, cancer. Right? So you're going to see all these things. And those will be the whys that come out of it. But again, first, you got to have that why within you, all right? Because what may be my why may not work for you. So I think that's the thing you got to do. That's what I want to challenge you, and listen to this episode. And then after this episode is just find out those whys for you. Write them down. Again, hey, look, it may even help you make a vision board. If you're a visual person, make that visual board. You've heard about that before for goals and all like that. Same thing here. All right. Make the vision board, put the pictures up there. If you're doing it for partner, spouse, boom, put that picture up there. Right? Put the picture of that person. Maybe put a picture of you when the two you were together doing just something you love, a great event, great vacation, anything. Okay. Put that on there. It's the kids, put a picture of the kids. Let that remind you. I do these things, and I even have them, I'll post them and I'll put them on my phone. So when I'm looking at my phone, my screenshot, my screenshot on my phone is, my inner, loved ones there. All right. It was a great trip I took to the beach with them. And that is what I love looking at that. All right. That's my why. That drives me. And it drives me, to staying the course and being consistent. We're all going to stub our toe in life. But if we have a strong why, that is how we accomplish anything. When you have the strong why. So look into getting that why. All right. And another thing I want to remind you about, one of the greatest things about plant-based, and as you're now going down this plant-based journey and helping others towards it, is a lot of times in life, we're looking for, all right, if I put, a token in, if you will, what comes out? A lot of times, a lot of things in life are one-to-one. Okay, you take care of yourself, and that initially it's going to be the one-to-one will be initially looking at it, going, all right, you'll get healthier, right? It's like one. But the best thing I love about plant-based, and even if you didn't go into it for this at the beginning, you get 3 direct things you're helping out with plant-based. Okay, 1, health. We've already covered that. We know that. Okay, 2. Animals. All right, if you're like me, it was the craziest thing in my life. You've heard in previous episodes, I loved animals. I'm that wild guy stopping, taking turtles across the road and stuff like that. I've taken chipmunks to rescue centers that I've found that weren't doing well, birds hit by cars, stuff like that. I'm across the board. I love animals. Yet, the wildest thing was for so many years of my life, I never equated animal and something that's on my plate. Never equated that. It's some, you don't always get that shift. So that's what I love. You're helping out health, all right, animals, and the environment. All right, we'll go into that too. All right, you're going to see, the profound help that plant-based, if we go plant-based, what it will do. Okay, you'll see the studies. You'll hear from people that is their passion and that is what they're following and that is what they're looking to make a difference in. Okay, so isn't that awesome? I mean, think about it. You do one thing. All right, one thing you do, which is go plant-based. All right, and you're affecting, of course, your health. And then, like we said, people are going to see you. People you impact. People you connect with. You will then, you watch. I'm telling you, it happened to me. It's going to happen to you. You're going to help them. They're going to see you, all right, if you are leading by example. And it's not always one of those things. It's not always going to be tomorrow or something like that. You know, it may be a distance off, all right? And sometimes for them, it takes one of those big changes in life when all of a sudden, they know. Like all my friends know I am that plant-based vegan guy. They all know that, okay? In the beginning, they were like, we want nothing to do with it. And then, you know what? Then maybe they have a health scare or they have a family member, friend that has a health scare. And it causes them to, take a different look. They say, you know what? All right, maybe some things ought to start shaking up. Maybe some things, changes ought to make. And you know what they do? They would reach out to me. All right? That's what's going to happen to you. People are going to reach out to you. All right? So just put it out there. Hey, this is what I do. And they're going to reach out to you for that. And like I said, then the other benefits too, you're helping out animals. All right? And you're helping out the environment. Look, I love a 3-to-1 return. I think that's awesome in life. Okay? So, remember, work towards breaking these internal beliefs. All right? Establish your why. Establish your why, and you will break these internal beliefs. All right? Because the things you're saying, those are also like those little short-term things. You know what I mean? It's kind of like for some people, getting up early in the morning is not always their favorite thing to do. But if you just rise up, put 1 foot, 2 foot on the floor, sit up, and take a few walking steps forward, it's a whole lot easier, and it starts quieting down those little voices in the head. Because then those little voices figure, we're already out of bed. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's go. All right? So, think about it. Find your why. I challenge you to do that because that's going to make what you're doing now, you're going to see the profound effect, and that's what's going to drive you. Okay? So keep doing that. And, and what I also tell people is, and we're going to talk about this more, but, you find the way you're going to go into this too. Okay? And we'll do things in phases. Because I also don't want you to think as you start this out that there's, quote, one way to go plant-based. There's not. All right? I don't want people thinking that because I know that can be hard. All right? Some people can do, quote, all in, and they may make radical changes just like that. Okay? That's fine. That's them. They're wired that way. All right? Some people want to do one thing at a time. Do it one at a time. Awesome. You focus. Focus on the one thing. Okay, I'm going to eliminate this, quote, replace this part of my diet, how I eat, with X. Okay? Fine. Or maybe you're somewhere in between. Maybe you do, a couple things. Listen, give yourself the time. This is, all right, the marathon, proverbial marathon, not the sprint. All right? Find out what works for you. Now, push yourself. All right? Don't say that, I'm going to take 5 years. It's, push yourself, a little bit to make these changes and keep, just a little bit of pressure there. But, again, go at your pace. All right? I'm going to be here. I always, like I said, have my email on. Okay? Hit me up. Hit me up with questions. Okay? Facebook page. Put questions out there. Pose them. However you want to do it. So, everybody, thank you so much again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to give you, kind of a quick lesson here, kind of helping you out and talking about breaking the internal belief system that comes along with this. It comes along with anything that we're doing to make changes, okay? So, hope you got a lot out of this. If you did, I ask you to do this. Just kind of, me, this is what I'm always asking. I want to get the message out and connect with as many people as possible to provide this information, education and knowledge and get it out there. All right. So here's it's simple to help me do this, right? Just help me spread the word. All right. Subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. Easy enough. All right. go to the Facebook page, like it, our social media platforms. Everything's plant-based, tour guide. Okay, just look it up, Plant-Based TourGuide. You'll see it there. Of course, you can always find everything at the website, plantbasedtourguide.com. Okay, so you can find it. It's easy to find all those. Please do that. Join that. And then if you like the episode, if this hit home, if you know someone, all right, that this would fit, then please think about, reposting it. Just repost it, on your social media, repost it on your Facebook. Even if you take the link and email it, any way. I want to get it out there to more people. Because again, I want people knowing that it is possible, that this show is dedicated to giving that knowledge and information and connection, putting it out there to people so they can see how it can be done in their life. All right? Because yes, we do all have some overlaps, a lot of us, and then there's differences we have in our lives. And so the more knowledge, more information, and more methods, in my opinion, that's how people find, all right, that works for me. All right, no, that didn't work for me. That worked for him or her. That's cool. But that worked for me. And so that's my goal, is to find that. Okay, and then if you're on iTunes, please review it. Review it. I'd love to get a review. Again, help us there. All right, and the final thing, email me. plantbasedtourguide@gmail.com. I love to hear from you. I love your feedback. I love your questions. I also love your suggestions, because again, that's where I get a lot of times people that I'll track down for the show and get them to be gracious enough to come on, is because one of you has said, hey, Mike, do you know about so-and-so? Their message is phenomenal. All right, I want to do it. I want to get them on. I need your help. And if you know them directly, even better. All right, if you would, provide that connection there. Introduce us both via email or something like that. Love that. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Please stay tuned for the upcoming episodes. Again, this is Mike Knight, your plant-based tour guide, signing out and saying, don't ever forget to live Pura Vida.